We like low tunnels.
What are they good for?
Keeping the sun off when it's really super hot, keeping the cold off when it's super cold, and keeping the wind from damaging the plants.
We use this in Oregon. We kept plants through the winter there, and I mean, we're talking sub-zero weather.
Sub-zero.
And they survive.
And we grew carrots in February.
Low tunnels, great solution to solve a lot of problems you may have. Easy to put up, inexpensive. You're gonna love what you learn about today.
Somehow I knew you were gonna be there.
It's morning time, and we're ready to go look at the garden, see how things are, and to get it, make certain things are getting watered, see what we need, just know what's happening to it, and see what is poking out of the ground.
Look, these are a few of my favorite things. Onions. I love onions.
I think that might be some.
Oh my goodness, I love onions. Look at, they're all along here. Look, 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 look. Hold on.
Potato.
Hold on. I'll zoom in.
Oh, both of that one over there too.
Potatoes.
Yeah, lots of potato coming up
It's
here.
the little things in life.
Yes.
Look at these. These are turnips. I obviously need to thin them, but we wanted to just sprinkle them in, and we did, and they grew. Yes. And now our beans. Look at this, they're growing. One bean after another. So these are our sad little tomatoes that froze. And we just got notified that we have some more coming from Connie. So thank you so much. Very, very dead eggplants. We have dead tomatillos. And then we have one that's just standing tall here. I'm so excited about that. Look at the broccoli. The broccoli did amazing, and it's just going to town. I know everybody else's garden is really big, but it isn't, because yesterday, the video that we put out, we got so many comments from people saying theirs had been flooded. They planted it 4 times. They've done this. They've done this. It is a tough,
This is a rough year.
Yeah, but I never thought, oh, we'd have a year where it was so hard to grow our own food. So it's even more important that we really, really, really just buckle down and say, we can do this. We need to do this for our survival. We need to. So, look.
Yeah, lots of corn happening here.
We have corn, non-GMO corn, organic corn. Oh, I'm gonna make cornmeal and corn on the cob. And then I discovered something. These are the brand new watermelon I just put in. After the freeze, they died. What I did was I had a start from a store, and it was beautiful, but it had like 5 or 6 starts in it, so I split them. Splitting the root-bound roots killed it. So, yeah, we have lots to work out. And these are our dead squash. You can see that they still have a little bit of green on them. We'll see whether they come back. But given the opportunity to go get more squash, I'll just go get more squash. And these are our elderberries that we brought from Missouri. And we finally have planted them. And we put them in something that they can be ours for always. And we'll add more dirt to them until we're finally in a place that can be ours permanent. But for now, that's where they are. So you see this beautiful tunnel? We're going to show you how easy it is to utilize this type of low tunnel over your food.
The next addition to the garden is to put some row covers. There's some pieces to get this started. Right now I'm unwrapping some string. This is different string than we've used, but it was available. It's in a fairly large quantity. This is like a little over 1,000 feet of the string, and it's supposedly construction grade. Also got an inner tube, and then I have several of these wires. Now this is the, I believe it's 18 gauge wire, and you know, this is like, is it 60 inches, something like that, that we bought it as a set. And another way that we get the same wire is we buy it in rolls like this. Now the rolls are actually what's used for like chain link fence. You can run it across the top. We can cut that to length. It's for 100 feet. It's around, it's less than 20 bucks. It's not too bad. And one more thing. I have this roll of, but it's thin, it's permeable, water can go through it fairly easy, and light can go through it. It stops the wind, and it helps hold in the warmth. So that's what goes across the top. The wire is what holds it up. The string is what holds it down, if you will. Here's the process. I'm going to cut a small strip out of this inner tube, about like that. And I'm going to go on the rolls of it, so I have two pieces out of that one strip. Let me set this aside for just a moment as I pick up the wire. Now I'm going to take this wire, punch a hole into the inner tube piece strip that I have. I'm going to take a piece of string, not any particular length, but about that long is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fasten it onto this wire. The way it's done is not critical. It just has to be on there, and I'm making it into a loop. As you can see, there's a loop, and I'm going to tie it now on to the wire like that, so that it's fastened on, and I have a loop here that's sticking up. Probably wondering why that loop. Well, I'm going to show you that in just a jiff. With all of these hoops prepared with the strings on them, and take a look at those over there, that's all that I need for this particular bed. Now it's time to get them in place. So I'm going to start, I'm measuring so that I'm getting my 30 inches. I'm going to push this down approximately 6 inches there. I'm going to come over to the other side, and at the appropriate place, push that down approximately 6 inches. Now what you're going to see, these strings right here are loops that I'll be able to tie another string through to hold down the hoop. I'm going to show you the hoops now. Hopefully you can pick it up. They're kind of thin, but if you look carefully, you can see I have them every 4 feet. You can trust me, it's the same all the way down to the end down there. Gonna be putting a cover out now. Watch how this goes. It started with putting stakes in the ground, one at each end, and I tied off at that other end, I tied it off to where it's held down there. Watch while we unroll this. It's laid out. Now we will fasten it down to this end. Now it's time to cut this and fasten it at this end so I can tighten it down. So I've got the loops right here ready to go. They're held down like I said they were going to be. So we're going to get this started. And I'm sure you have your favorite knot. If you're a better knot tire than me, you may have better knots. Nothing fancy really has to happen here. Now I'm going to loop over on the inside of this to this one right here. And we're going to be cinching it down relatively tight. I can get the loops to go together. A little tricky when you have so many thumbs. So I'm pulling that down tight, right? Watch on this next one. So you get an idea of what it is I'm doing here.
It's crisscrossing.
So we're crisscrossing. So I'm going to pull this like this. Here you notice I'm going to every other one. What will happen when I get to the other end, I will cut my string and I will go to the other set of hoop. The strings are fully tied down. Let me show you what it looks like. You can see we got a bit of a crisscross going on right there. So it goes that way all the way along. In the past we've used this, and even this time, because of the way this is on here and held down, when the wind blows, this just stays down with no problems. What's great is when we're ready to look at what's underneath of it, we can just reach in here and we pull this up, but along the way here, we can get it up all the way into the middle here without any difficulty.
So you can see that you can pull it way up high. So it could get full sun and be watered appropriately. And that's what it looks like, and it can stay that way all summer because we don't need it there until it gets cold or until we have a super high wind, and then you can put it there. But that's the beauty of using this type. It's actually growing. We're so excited.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Hey, if you've liked what you've seen today and you haven't subscribed, please do the subscribe thing.
Do a thumbs up.
And you know the little bell at the end you see down there, you know, it's kind of at the side over there. If you want to be notified about new videos, click on the notification and you'll get it. And one more thing that we've recently learned about is if you are subscribing, you're subscribed everywhere. But as far as the bell is concerned, if you click the bell on your computer, you're not going to be notified on your phone. Or if you click the bell on your phone, you're not going to be notified on your computer about new videos that come out. So if you want to be notified on both devices, set the notification on both devices. Hey, thanks for watching.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.